As I have said, it is not possible for the time being to create a style with a style generator. There are only two, but they are not complete. So you can find the first one here, summer.org CSL. Zotero styles use the CSL language. So this is the first one, the first generator for Zotero styles. So you can just style name whatever, and then we're only going to try to understand how styles work. Doesn't matter that this is not a complete generator. Category, you choose what you need. Next. So I have to, of course, allow the plugin. Then again. There you go. So first of all, it asks choose a citation style. Do you want it to be numbered or author date? So it is asking about the in-text citation style. So is it going to be like this, so author year, or for example something like something like the Chicago, maybe something like this, 1 2 3 4, either as an exponential or in just parentheses a normal. So let's say it's going to be author, and then choose a module, author date or authors. We say author date, prefix. So do you want the parentheses, for example, or you want the brackets or anything? Delimiter between authors. If you have different authors, do you need, for example, something like this, or something like a comma, or anything? Delimiter between authors and date. So we have need. Let's go back to here. You've got the author, comma, and then the year. Do you need a comma or not? So delimiter. So I could go something like this. Collapse. So if you've got two references with the same author, what do we do? So Doe 2000, etc. If collapse, delimiter between citations, so Doe 2000 2001, do you need a comma or this, a semicolon, and then et al. So sometimes this is always, we're talking about the in-text citation style, not about the bibliography. So sometimes if you've got 10 authors, you do not want to everybody's name to appear in the citation. So we could say that if you've got more than 3 is acceptable, but starting from 3, I need et al. So starting from 3. So if you've got 10 authors, for example, you're going to have somebody's name or names, and then you've got et al. So how many authors included? So do you want to have something like for something et al., or you want only the first author or the first 2 authors, etc. So I will say I want only 1 author, and then disambiguate citation style, add your suffix or add name, etc. If you've got 2 authors with the same family name or given name, blah blah, whatever, so the same year, so we need a suffix. We go to next, and then this is what we need. If we want to recreate this style, what we have here is this is the bibliography. So we are talking about this part of the document. So if we want to recreate this, what we have is the author, then we've got the year. So let's go back. We've got author first of all, then as a suffix, that means the information after the author and before the next information. So we've got a space and then we've got the year. So it's a date. And of course, for the date, let me close this one. For the date, I've got parentheses before and after the date. So prefix and suffix. So I need prefix and then suffix. And then I see a stop and then a space. So the suffix is closing parentheses, stop, and the space. Then I've got the title, and then let's take something like this. Let's imagine it's a book. Then I need the edition. So again, to the title, I've got full stop and then space, full stop and space. Then I've got the edition. Here you go. Full stop and space. Of course, I've made a mistake because after the title and between the edition, I only have one space and not a stop, a full stop. So here you go. Edition, full stop and then space. Done. And then I could have, for example, something like just a publisher, and then a full stop. And this is going to be the whole bibliographic entry. Of course, this is not enough, so we have to work on every single case possible, and then minimum authors to activate et al. Normally in a bibliography we do not use et al, and we have to indicate all authors, so we do not do anything here or here, nor here. So hanging indent, so do we want it to start here or do we want it to go somewhere like here, something like this. Second field align, I do not know what that is. And author, I can format the characters for the authors. I want it to be bold, light, etc., etc., long, short, blah blah, etc. Delimiter always. And then I've got, again, for the title, I can, if it's a book, for example, I can use, normally we put it in italics, text case sentence. If I want the book to be something like this, I've got a capital letter for each word. So I will use capitalize first letter of each word. And I do the same thing for date, publisher, edition. Or I can do configure exceptions, and then go to next exception, and then work for each type of entry. However, this is a problem with this generator. You can only use for one or two, I think. So if I start for the books, I'm going to do the same thing, and year and etc. Sorry, date, I'll use this and this. So I will do the same thing. And then once I'm done, I can always format the way the information appears. And then more exceptions. Sorry, there you go. You've got for a journal paper, article in a journal, and here I will need author, date, title. I will need the volume, then the issue, pages, and normally something like that. And of course, every time I need the prefix and the suffix. And unfortunately, I can only use this for two types of references. So last step, normally we go here and then we generate. And it should appear previous and it should have generated, and then we've got the result, which is styled. The extension is going to be .csl, which is the language. It's an XML based language. So there you go, and this is the generator we've got today. The new generator that is in works, it's from the Mendeley people. So we've got something like this, and again you've got to do the same thing. So once you understand the procedure, for example, it's got default, add document type, and then article, add, and then we start add fields. We've got the author. With control I can take more and issued, and then I need the title, then I will need the volume, the issue, and the pages. I can reorder title, volume, page, etc. And then, for example, for the author, I click on author. I can put it in bold, italics, and everything. I can last first name, etc. The order, the first name, the format for the first name, and I continue. We cannot really have a preview for now, for the time being. And for the issue, prefix, suffix, every time is the same logic. Again, italics, etc. And then you can just add document type, go to a book, add, and do the same thing over and over again. It's been a while, and the generator is not done yet. I'm working on something similar. So let's see whether we're going to have it quite soon. And this is all about styles.